Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. And the outdoor season is here, which means the mosquito season is here. Those little pests are all over the place. Now, whether you want regular treatments to clear out your yard of those buggers, or if you have a big event coming up, church picnic, family reunion, whatever you're doing, it's an outdoor wedding, and you want to make sure that none of your guests are pestered by mosquitoes, you don't want anybody leaving with the Zika virus, then call Southeast Termite and Pest Control, have them come out and do one of their one-time treatments. One-time treatment, regular treatments, they've got all kinds of options to kill those pests near your yard. Southeast Termite and Pest Control. All right, lots of talk about moving the game time for the opener. Lots of talk about the battle at Bristol and how that's going to work, and Virginia Tech. Not much talk about Appalachian State. Appy State went 11-2 last year. That was just its second year in the FBS, in the Sun Belt Conference, went 11-2, pretty good. Returned 78% of its defense, returned 72% of the starters on offense, won a bowl game, and famously, a few years ago, went up to Michigan and won. So, now that I've set you up, I do have more numbers later, but my question, should folks around here, including us in the media, be paying more attention to Appalachian State? Butch Jones wants people to. Should anybody be listening to him and paying attention to Appy State or no?
Yes. I mean, if Appalachian State comes in here and plays its best game and Tennessee's flat, or if weather is a factor, you've got Dale Jones as the defensive coordinator. He doesn't play, but if he can't get a team fired up to go out there and play Tennessee, so yes, you should. And just go back here. I would play him the replay of the game at Michigan. And this is what an Appalachian State program did. They're better than UT Chattanooga. They're probably better than Middle Tennessee State. They may not be as balanced offensively. They may not be able to throw the ball well enough to be a serious threat, but you still have to respect them for what they're able to do.
All right.
Butch Jones should continue to tell his players this is a big game. They won 11 games last year, real opponent. But on the outside, I just can't imagine being worried about this. I think about Utah State a couple of years ago. Chucky Keaton's coming to town. It's his Heisman campaign as he's coming back from injury. Utah State's a really good program. Tennessee's players are just head and shoulders above Utah State, and they are Appalachian State as well.
All right, what about Bowling Green? Let me throw that out. Now, Bowling Green's that's a proven program. They've been around. The MAC is better than the Sun Belt. They've more than 2 years in the FBS. They've been around. Went 10-4 last year. Went on to win the MAC.
Right.
But, Tennessee put them away. Almost beat them 59-30. But they put up 30, and there were a lot of hands ringing after that game. Any chance Appy State could do that?
I don't think Appy State's going to put up 30, but I just go back to the old song from the 60s. Paranoia runs deep.
Yeah.
And if I'm Tennessee, the opening game, I mean, there's lots of games that you go down Tennessee's schedule over the years and you say, no way, no way, no way, no way. I think because this is the opening game on the biggest season that this school has had in many years, I do not think Tennessee can come out flat or will come out flat. But yeah, I'm going to worry about Appalachian State.
Okay, well, good. I gave you the numbers and led you astray. Here's what Appalachian State has done since 2007 against FBS opponents. Now, I would have been like you guys saying you got to take it seriously. And the fact is you do have to take it seriously. You can't just roll your helmets out there and win. But, boy, since that win at Michigan in 2007, they have not held close with any FBS opponents. Now, they've had some bad teams in there. They've had some good teams in there. Last year, 11-2 team, one of their 2 losses was to Clemson, and it was not close, 30 points. So here's the thing. Yeah, you take it seriously, and yes, Butch Jones says all the things that I said, that you guys said, but the reality is I don't think anybody should ever just blow one of these games off. But if you're going to, okay. I've seen Bowling Green is scarier than that. Utah State, as you pointed out, which turned out to be a blowout, Utah State would have been scarier than that coming in. So
agreed.
So and being a night game as opposed to a noon kickoff, you might worry they're a little flat. It's hot outside.
Yep.
Night game, the energy I think will be really good. Anticipation. I think Tennessee will have plenty of energy.
For the 4 people who actually get to the
who
game.
walk through the pickets and the petition takers and get in there. Yeah, that's another reason Dave Hart did the thing, because he knew that this would, let's see, now we could be flat at noon, but no. So Appy State, I do think it's interesting because my first thought is, well, they did go to Michigan. That was a decade ago.
Right.
And they haven't had a lot of success since. But still, you never take anybody lightly, but as fans, teams, coaches, don't take them lightly. As fans, yeah, okay, I get it. I get it. I see why you're focusing on Bristol. All right. Speaking of that, let's talk about Tennessee's season, which now it's shaping up to just be a cakewalk. It's going to be a Tennessee waltz to the national championship game, according to the bookies, the computer formulas, the pundits. We'll discuss the hype train, which is out of control on this Tennessee football team. Come on back.